Hey everybody, Glecko here, back with yet another video. So in this video, I wanted to talk about Big Mom. Big Mom from One Piece, of course. In my opinion, Big Mom is probably the dumbest character in One Piece. And that is saying something, as One Piece has got a lot of really stupid characters. But what makes Big Mom so dumb, in my opinion, is I'm not going to necessarily say her lack of intelligence, because I think she can be pretty clever. I think it's her arrogantness, her arrogance, her arrogance and her impulsiveness. I'm hearkening back to one moment in One Piece. In my opinion, Big Mom single-handedly crippled her own empire. As we know, Charlotte Linlin, Big Mom, was one of the Yonko was one of the four emperors. She was one of the four strongest pirates in the One Piece world. A feat that is not easy to reach and is commendable. Right? So her crew was consisted mostly of all of her kids. She had somewhere, I believe, around 80 to 88 kids. And they were all like officers and high-ranking members in her crew. She had a few like lesser, outside people, whatever. She ruled an entire land called Totland. And this land was basically created by her, where she used her soul powers to infuse homies to work as like guards, and she made this kingdom full of diverse beings and different races and different skin colors, genders, all type of things, right? She was all inclusive. The right wing probably would hate her. But yeah, so she builds Totland and she rules as an emperor. And you guys honestly forgive me, I'm not the most up to date on my One Piece stuff, so really I'm not up to date on most of any of my anime stuff. But anyway, so I don't know how long she ruled for, but she was a Yonko for a very long time. Big Mom, however, was very cruel to her kids, and she truly only saw them as a means to an end. And she often would punish them for things that, she was cruel to her kids. Like Lolo and Chiffon, I believe. I think Chiffon. How she hated Lola because Lola didn't run away from an arranged marriage to Loki, the prince of the giants. And then she beat Chiffon because Chiffon, since Lola and Chiffon were twins, Big Mom thought that she could use Chiffon as a replacement. Loki found out, said no. And so Big Mom just beat her for no reason. Big Mom, little like the way she talked about pudding, she just saw her kids as a means to an end. But like I said, she still was an emperor of the seas, and she even had a low poneglyph, one of the 4 poneglyphs you need to get to Laptail. So we give her respects, and she was certainly strong. She was strong, but I give her respect until the incident with Monkey D. Luffy. Big Mom would make a deal with the Germa Kingdom, but she initially planned to betray them to take their tech for herself to boost her power. She used Sanji. Well, Sanji was to be married to one of her daughters, but Luffy didn't really like that, and Luffy showed up, and we already know the story, so I'm gonna just skip through it. I'm gonna get to the thing here, but Luffy showed up, yada yada yada. He rescues Sanji. He leaves. Big News Morgan paints Big Mom as the loser of the fight, and which in a way she technically was. Big Mom was enraged and decided to chase after Luffy and Wano. And she took her Smoothie, her 2nd Division commander, and a couple of other high-ranking members, though she left her son, Katakuri, the strongest member of the Big Mom pirates after her, in Totland. Well, this is when Big Mom messed up. Because while she was away, and firstly, she did not get her revenge on Luffy. She got pushed into a pool of magma. So go Big Mom. But while she was away, Blackbeard would send 2 of his high-ranking commanders, Kuzan, a former Navy admiral, and Van Auger, a sniper with the ability to teleport over great distances and teleport other beings, to Totland to invade it, and they captured the Lode Poneglyph and Pudding. Pudding was necessary because Pudding had a special, she was part of a special tribe. A special tribe that once she awakens her third eye, she had 3 eyes. Once she awakens her third eye, she could read the Lode Poneglyphs. Blackbeard has captured Pudding and she is now held hostage. This goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video. Big Mom is the dumbest character ever. She let a little bird who printed some fake news basically cause her to, not only cause her daughter to be imprisoned, had her village, not her village, her kingdom raided, and part of it was destroyed because Kuzan completely iced over Cacao Town. But she's now officially lost her title or her spot as a Yonko due to her defeat in Wano. Big Mom, though it's possible Big Mom's probably gonna return, but we don't know. But had Big Mom just cooled off, honestly, had she not tried to overthrow the Germa, Luffy probably wouldn't have got Sanji and them out of there. Also, because there wouldn't have been a big fight, and so the Germa wouldn't have helped. Also, the Germa, while Luffy and his crew were escaping, two of the Germa siblings, Ichichi and Yonji, were captured. Reiji and Ichichi would come back and save them, but this caused Katakuri to have to go deal with them. So when Kuzan and Van Auger came to attack and capture Pudding, the only person there to defend her was Cracker. And he tried his best, but he was no match for the two of them. If Katakuri was there, or some of Big Mom's other stronger commanders like Smoothie and them were there, they probably wouldn't have done that. And if Big Mom was there herself, they definitely would not have been able to do that. And in fact, she would have captured 2 powerful members of the Blackbeard crew. And this would have severely weakened Blackbeard, and this would have greatly boosted Big Mom's chance of getting to, of actually, still being in, being one of the people to be on the final island, Labtail, whatever, fighting for the One Piece. She wouldn't have been out of the race entirely. Now, I know Big Mom is an emperor. So when Big News Morgan printed that about them, an emperor's name is everything. But come on, all the other emperors have taken somewhat no, I don't think that little, because, I don't think, Big Mom could have wore that loss. She could have took that L. She would have been relatively okay. Granted, her next, she would have had to, do something big or, prove herself after that. But, she could have bounced back. Now, compare this to when she goes to Wano. Not only does she goes into, she joins Kaido's alliance, but she's defeated. No, let me take that back. She is bested by Kid and Law because she wasn't defeated. Kid and Law both using awakenings, both of them at the level of First Division commanders. They technically couldn't beat Big Mom on her own. They had to use a ring out. She was pushed off of she was blasted through Wano down to the to the ground, because Wano she was blasted off Onigashima to Wano. She fell into a nuclear bomb, so to speak. Fell into a magma chamber, and she was still alive. So Big Mom is powerful. She's one of the greatest around. That alone tells you. She tanked a nuke and was kicking. She was just fine. And she only lost because Law prevented her from being able to use her powers, so to speak. And so if that fight would have been anywhere else, she would have won. So, and the fact that Law and Kid wouldn't have been able to beat her, she probably could have held off Kuzan and Van Auger by herself. But if not her, definitely Katakuri and Smoothie and Cracker. It's unfortunate, but she caused a lot of pain for her kids. So Lola and Chiffon ran away and they never want to see her again. They don't even talk to her anymore. So she, in a way, ruined her family, and she lost the empire she worked so hard to build. Why? Because she let one little lie get to her. Big Mom is no doubt one of the dumbest characters in One Piece. She is incompetent. She's arrogant. She's impulsive. And she's outright foolish. I'm Glecko. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you all next time.